Baradan Shemai, I am Lord Welshie, and welcome to Impact Winter. This is a game about what happens after an Impact Winter event, which is like an asteroid from outer space colliding with the Earth and throwing enough debris up into the atmosphere that it blocks the sun and causes another ice age. As you can see by the title, there's a lot of snow. So we're going to try a new game. I haven't played this yet, so I've been quite looking forward to it. It's something that really appeals to me, the kind of survival type genre, but something that's a bit different from like a nuclear apocalypse and wasteland type thing. It's more a kind of frozen tundra, which seems kind of cool and kind of interesting. Okay, let me see what we got. So I'm in like a church, I think, based on the stained glass window up there. It's rather pretty. So I need to leave the sleeping area. That's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. It's 3 degrees Celsius. Oh, it's plenty warm enough. What are they talking about? It's barely winter. Oh, what's that? That was weird. Little robot thing, I think. Talk to Christoph. Look, Jacob. Acolyte seems to be intercepting some kind of signal. BD750, do you read us? Interference. I don't think he said interference. Someone's there! Okay, Maggie. We're trying. Interference. Lock on your position. Signal is weak. Repeat, signal is interference. Signal? Yes, Wendy, a signal. Estimated recovery, 30 days. Silence. Silence from Wendy as well. I don't understand, Christoph. I thought you said all radio signals were dead. Seems strange to me. Is that Santa Claus? It's a little on the nose, isn't it? Impact Winter, and you've got basically someone with the kind of the hair and the great big bushy beard of Santa. His reindeer must have crashed. It appears whoever sent that message was trying to get a lock onto Acolyte's signal. I'll need to look into this. Leave it with me! Okay, Christoph. So, Impact Winter. Acolyte, your robot companion, has intercepted a mysterious radio transmission. Using an abandoned church as your makeshift home, your aim is to stay alive until the rescue timer expires. In 30 days, help is coming. Your team will play a vital role in your chances of survival. Keep them alive, healthy, and happy. Keeping them alive. Not keep them alive, although I should keep them alive, but keeping is the kind of active tense that I'm looking for here. So keeping them alive, healthy, and happy will enable you to utilise their many skills and roles. So everyone's going to have their own role to play within the game. You just walked right through me. Okay, well, it's obviously still really cold in here because I can see my breath misting up in the air. So even though we're inside, it's cold, which is why everyone's wearing stuff. Oh, that's cool. So when you're in your base, you've got the little indicators to show you where people are. That's handy because that's something I always find a bit of a struggle, is remembering where people are. I sometimes lose track of them. Anyway, no idea what the message was all about, Jacob. Much too technical for my little old brain. Oh, Wendy, there's nothing little about you. I'm really sorry, that was really rude. But one thing I do understand is cooking. Oh, feeling a bit typecast here, like the elderly grandmotherly type who's going to be the cook for the group. But fine, whatever, we'll let that slide. Those supplies you found yesterday should provide a good meal. Got a couple of ideas for recipes. Why don't you choose one, dear? Select the crafting option. Select. Each team member has their own skill. The crafting menu is a place where you can control how these skills are used. Cool. The craft list lets you see what can be built. It will grow as new items are unlocked. Darkened items have missing components, whereas lit ones can be crafted. Some items can only be built once. These are indicated by a box icon. Okay. So you can see the items required. If you're unable to craft, you'll need to find the missing components. The list shows what you need. Components can be found by exploring the world. Okay. Time required. Craftables have different uses. Pay attention to what each one does and the time it takes to make. Crafting items requires energy and can stop your team from performing roles. That makes sense. Okay, so we can do rice and beans, which requires rice, canned beans, dried herbs. Dried herbs work to boost these simple ingredients to something more nutritious. Okay, so that improves your hunger, does nothing for thirst, improves your energy. So these two, the scrambled eggs and the rice and beans, basically do exactly the same thing. A no frills, easy to prepare recipe that hits the spot. Now, scrambled eggs do not take 48 minutes to prepare. I know, I have made scrambled eggs. They take like 10-15 minutes tops. 48 minutes. Ugh. Okay, we'll go with scrambled eggs. I like scrambled eggs. So I need to wait for Wendy to finish cooking. It's already 10 to 3 in the afternoon. And it's -4, -3. Oh dear, it is getting cold. She's making scrambled eggs. She's making scrambled eggs. I like scrambled eggs. She's making scrambled eggs. I'll talk to Wendy. Talk to Wendy. Food is ready, Jacob. That was a good choice. It's amazing how these ingredients can combine to make such a hearty meal, eh? It might be a good idea to go ration the food now so everyone's got something to eat. Well, she did make quite a large portion of scrambled eggs. Ooh, I kind of like that, the little misty steam effect coming off the pots there. It's kind of nice. It's very hand-drawn animation style from like non-Disney cartoons. I'm thinking like what am I thinking of? Like Anastasia and Help I'm a Fish, which I've recently watched actually. Bit of a strange one. Anyway, rationing area before I get too far off topic. So, rations. The ration system allows you to assign food and drink items to your team. Not only will this be valuable when planning for expeditions, allowing you to set resources before you leave, but rations will also be carried by NPCs if they leave the church, keeping the stats topped up when away from the church. I don't think you could really take scrambled eggs out with you. It's not the kind of food I'd expect to last that long. In the left panel, cycle through your team members and view their stats. This is a good way of assessing who might need items. Once you've selected an NPC, you can apply food and drink items to the ration slots. As rations are selected, look for modifiers next to the relevant stats. Okay, so 100 is the ideal, so he doesn't really need food. None of them actually do. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. There we go, I've rationed it to everyone. There were 4 portions, so there was enough for everyone, except for me, I guess. Hello, Wendy. Well done, dear. Good to know we all have a full meal today. As you know, using rations is a good way of managing what we all have to eat and drink. Also, keep an eye on the ration list itself. Some of the team love particular recipes, and assigning them to the right person will boost morale. Oh, you might want to speak to Blaine. I think he wanted to ask you something. And remember, Jacob, anytime you want a recipe cooked, come see me. Okay, so we've got the assigned cook, the chef, for our little church. So now I need to talk to Blaine. Hello, Blaine! Hey, kid, I've been thinking. I know you're the one leading this team, but maybe we can help out around here too. Let's talk roles. So you don't have to worry about all the boring stuff, we can look after ourselves, but that doesn't mean you can't give us jobs to do. Roles that we can undertake when the time is right. I'm sure you'll learn new roles as time passes. So you select the roles action. Aha! So, I see, you've got the roles list. Can be assigned to team members and allow you to control what specific jobs even they'll undertake. The role list lets you select from many available roles. Darkened items are yet to be unlocked, whereas lit ones can be selected. So, his role is heavy sleeper. Pros and cons. Yeah. That's his role. His role is a heavy sleeper. I could do that! You just have to ask Rinze. I mean, she'll tell you. I'm a heavy sleeper. It's not a role. It's not something that requires any sort of activity. Good choice. I'm feeling real tired after going after that tent earlier. Good choice. Tell me to go to sleep. I need to grab some sleep. Might be a good idea to pack the tent in your inventory. Oh, and you might want to eat something while you're there too. Okay. So where's the tent? Woo! Visit the storage area. So I'm going this way. It's back down this way with the rationing area. It's the same place. That makes sense. This is the church storage. Here you'll store the items you find alongside anything that you build. Items in storage can be used to craft upgrades. Team members will automatically use these supplies when needed. Food and drink will be consumed when stats become low. Okay. The list on the left shows all items currently in storage. You can change categories to make finding items easier. Chair legs! We have chair legs! Excellent! This is Acolyte's inventory grid. Any items moved here will be taken with you when you leave the church. This area shows the stats for any item you've got highlighted. This area shows Jacob's current stats. I said Jacob's. Wherever you see an item, you have the ability to use it to keep stuff topped up. Okay, that's handy. So I need the tent. Move it across. And then eat a food item. So I will take... and eat a food item. So I'll move that. I'll eat the beans. I ate the beans! Cool beans! They were, because they weren't heated. Oh, wrong way. I need to go back up this way. It's kind of a cool look to this game. I like it. And as I said earlier, I love the kind of post-apocalyptic stuff that's not just destroyed nuclear wasteland. It's nice to have something that's a bit different, and that doesn't rely on zombies. I don't think it relies on zombies. Frozen zombies, oh jeez. Ugh, mumble. Mumble. Can't you see I'm sleeping here, kid? Survival tools, catching wildlife, camping, navigation. We can talk about all that in the morning. Now let an old man sleep. Why don't you go check in with Christoph, find out what's happened with that little robot? Okay, let's go! Where am I? There I am. Well, it doesn't look like she's got anything to say to me. Nope, okay. So I'll go straight to Christoph then. What did you find out? What have you found out about Acolyte? Ah, Jacob, encouraging news! I've managed to reverse Acolyte's signal modulator and decoded that message we received, and to bypass the BIOS load functions and reroute the firmware override switch. Wow! Technobabble! ... Oh, sorry. What this basically means is there's somebody out there trying to get a lock on our position. No idea who, but with all the bad weather out there, it's making it difficult to track Acolyte's rescue signal and our location. Didn't that radio message mention something about 30 days? That's correct. It'll be 30 days before Acolyte's rescue signal can be precisely located. After that, who knows what happens? So we've now got the rescue timer, which is 30 days until rescue. Think there's a way of increasing Acolyte's rescue signal and speeding things up? 30 days in one location isn't going to be easy. Already ahead of you, Jacob, Acolyte has a deep learning protocol installed. Really advanced stuff, and it enables him to learn and improve through actions. I've rerouted this to the rescue signal. RP will be earned as you play, from general exploration and making discoveries to crafting new items and helping strangers. As you level up, the rescue timer will reduce. That is actually cool. Okay, I like that. Oh, that took a while to continue. The current rescue timer can be viewed via the player menu. Here you can also view Jacob's vitals alongside current level and RP. So you're saying the more that me and Acolyte accomplish and discover, the faster the rescue timer will reduce. How about a small scale test? Perhaps you'll be so kind as to give these tools to Maggie. She left them in the storage area yesterday. Christoph has found Maggie's tools in the storage area, and in an effort to demonstrate Acolyte's learning capabilities, has asked you to return them to her. Easy enough, so that's where I was earlier. With her, with Maggie over here. Jacob, are those my tools? They are, but I want to keep them. Okay, I'll get them back to you. You returned Maggie's tools and earned your first RP, rescue points. Yay, I earned rescue points! It doesn't stand for roleplay, it stands for rescue points. Talk to Christoph again. Ha! This little robot is really something. Just by doing simple tasks, Acolyte will gain rescue points. Earn enough for RP to level up, and the rescue timer will reduce. Genius! It's genius. Oh, I think Maggie is calling you, Jacob. Let me know if you need any help upgrading Acolyte. I've got some great ideas of how we can improve functionality. Sweet. So who actually made Acolyte? Did he actually make Acolyte, Christoph? Hey Jacob, interesting news about Christoph's robot. Wonder what that radio message was about. Oh, and thanks for finding my tools. Forgot I'd left them in the storage area. Guess it means we get that ladder fixed so you can get back to exploring outside. I can't really take all the credit for finding the tools. I just happen to be the one who gave them back. I have some leftover junk from building those beds, so I should have everything I need to start the repair work. In fact, I've got some spares that you could use to fuel the fire. Here, take this stuff and go warm the team up. So I need to go visit the fire and then chuck some stuff on the fire. So we've got 12 hours worth of fuel. Oh, so we've got to keep that topped up as well. Use the fuel. Okay, sorry. Use the fuel menu and add burnable items to the fire to increase its life. Keeping the fire burning will keep your team's temperature topped up. Because it's cold! The fire is equipped with a station that allows you to cook food. Toggle the Cook tab to choose from available food items. Cooking food can slightly increase stat values. Aha! And I'll add a chair leg. Yep, that looks good. Yep. I think that's good. There we go. I have to fuel it all the way to the top. I was kind of hoping I'd just be able to fuel it to like 90. Anyway. Maggie! Much warmer. This place is actually pretty cozy when the fire's roaring, don't you think? Remember to keep it burning to stop the cold setting in. Now, about those repairs. NPC menu lets review team members' vitals and issue commands. NPC stats. You've got your overall health at the top. Energy is consumed by moving and working. Sleep increases it. Temperature drops or increases based on the fire level. Team needs to eat to keep the stomach levels topped up. Drinkable items will increase your team's hydration level. She's at half. And morale will drop or increase based on the other stats. Makes sense. NPC commands. So, I need to go into the crafting and repair the ladder. Grab some sleep. Okay. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's the tutorial kind of done. Whoops, I got caught on a box. There's a blackboard! Oh! I could just, like, get some chalk and just scribble on it. Oh, blackboards, though. I hate, like, the texture, the feeling of them. Like, even writing on them with chalk is, oh, it sends that thing down the back of your neck. It's like, horrible. Right, let's get some sleep. Get some sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. So we'll sleep off the evening. Hopefully it's nice and warm in the morning. So hint, Maggie is an expert mechanic, a skill she learned from working with her father in his auto shop from a young age. She lost her father to cancer in 2009 and has carried his tools with her ever since. Oh, that's sad. There's snow coming in. The music's changed. Okay, so choose a path. Your adventure begins! Working as a team is an important part of the Impact Winter experience. However, each member also has their own solitary path for you to explore, determining the skills and rewards you'll receive. Explore each path as you choose to find the best survival strategy. Ooh, that's kind of cool, I like that. So you've got, like, companion quests. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Right. So we'll go this way. Speak to Blaine. Good to see we have plenty of food in storage, should keep us going for a while. Hey kid, how'd you like to learn some new survival skills? Truth is, I'm too old to be out there adventuring, but I think you'd make a good student. We might even be able to track the elusive white bear up in those mountains. Thing stole some of my supplies, dagnabbit. Let's start with something simple, eh? There's a tent in storage you can use to set up a base camp out in the void. Take this notebook too, got a few instructions for later. It also shows suggestions for where to build that campsite. I also added a few signpost markers to storage. They always point towards the church, so place them in the snow and use them if you ever get lost in a whiteout. Saved my life a few times. Ah, that's clever. So, Blaine's story, learning to survive. Blaine has offered to teach you his survival skills. Your first objective is to take the tent from storage and place it at one of the 3 designated locations. Blaine has also left some signpost markers to place on your travels if you choose. I will go and collect those. So, I'll do that first. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll talk to Maggie. Hey Jacob, how'd you like the idea of helping me upgrade this place? I'm thinking if you're going to be travelling around the void, it makes sense to keep the church in working order while you're away. Yes, it does, Maggie. The more we can upgrade this place, the less you'll have to worry about us being safe and warm while you're gone. A good place to start is that fire. I say we find a way to keep it running longer. Think we're going to need some kind of furnace. I agree. I've got a plan in my head of the parts we'll need, so maybe you can go gather supplies, bring them back, and I'll start to work on the upgrade. Feel free to find the parts yourself, but I think there used to be some dumpsters near St. Clarence Park that could be a good place to start. Okay, cool. So that's Maggie's event. Search a nearby park to find the items required to build the furnace, return to the church and have a craft it. Fine. What else we got? What's Wendy got for me? Hopefully a burger. I love Wendy's burgers. That's the problem with living in the UK is you can't get them. I have to go like 3,000 miles to the States to have them. Wendy's, fix this. Please. Hello, Jacob. Have you come to help? I've changed her voice. My list of recipes could do with expanding, but honestly, my mind's not what it used to be, so I could do with finding my old recipe book and getting some practice. Here's the key to my house. Take it with you and travel east to my old home on Maple Street. Once inside, you'll be able to use that key to unlock any room. If you can find my recipe book and bring it back, I should be able to expand my cookery list. She had one key for her entire house. All the locks in her house used the same key. I mean, my house has got 1, 2, 3 different keys. Looks like they're not all the same. It's 3 different keys. The more recipes I cook, the more will become available. So Wendy is tasked you with expanding her list of recipes. Go to her house and find the recipe book. Cool, that shouldn't be too difficult. What's Christoph got for me? Jacob, have you heard of Bird Tech Dynamics? 2 years ago, I hacked into their mainframe and found encrypted files for some kind of advanced robotics program. Then, after the asteroid hit, I discovered this little BD-750 robot. I'm turning into Soybug. It's a robot. He doesn't talk like that. I can't do. Anyway. I found him packaged in a crate close to the HQ. I call him Acolyte. The technology is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Seems to utilise some kind of advanced particle fission. Anyway, this could be a great opportunity to upgrade Acolyte's firmware and participate in some field training. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to run many tests myself, so we'll be learning as we go. Let's start with Acolyte's sonar scan and thermo drill. There's a Bird Tech van located to the north that I used as a landmark to bury some emergency components nearby. I won't tell you where I buried the components. Search around and see if you can find them. I hope he kept a map just in case I can't find them, because that would be daft. He's burying supplies outside when, you know, we need them in here. Christoph, you just don't have much in the way of forward planning, do you? Check the crafting list and make sure you bring back the correct items for the firmware level 1 upgrade. And Jacob, if you have any C4 or handmade explosives, use them to blow open those Bird Tech vans. I've reprogrammed Acolyte to use the van's tracker devices, which should lower the rescue timer. Sweet. Cool, so I need to find the Bird Tech vans. So, let's go and grab supplies. So I've got my tent. I will take the baseball bat. I'll take a small bottle of water with me, because that's probably useful. I've got the tent. I don't think I'll need food. Actually, do you know what? I'll take a small thing of beans with me as well. And a thing of painkillers, because that sounds useful. And a couple of signpost markers. Okay, that should be good. How are we doing on food? Plenty! Okay, it's 1:10! I spent all morning just doing rubbish! Anyway, let's get out of the church. Hint, use C4 or a homemade charge to blow open Bird Tech vans and containers. They can also be used to destroy rock walls. Helpful. How white is it going to be outside? Just, you know, is it going to be a winter wonderland, do we think? If it ever finishes loading. There it goes! Oh! Oh, what?! What?! How bloody deep is this snow?! That's like the top of the belfry! Wow! Okay. Let's keep the flashlight on for the minute. What's over here? Oh, hello! I like that you can see the trail in the snow where you've walked. That's actually seriously cool. Wandering Nomad. The Wandering Nomad roams the void looking for rare items and relics, things that are often tied to specific locations or areas. You're able to help his search by undertaking some of his events in exchange for valuable RP. The list represents the currently available Nomad events. Each event requires you to find different items. Pay attention to the event's information for vital clues. Bottle caps! Ah, Fallout! So this is a Fallout reference, must be. Sanity slipped away from most survivors following the impact, leaving empty souls wandering the void with no purpose. The Wandering Nomad is looking for 50 bottle caps. These common items shouldn't be hard to acquire. Paper money. Old 45 records. Oh, these don't have timers. I'll go with the bottle caps. Cool. Right, so I'm going to go north-ish. I think we're heading north. Ooh, what's over here? What have I found? I found something. I quite like the snow effects here. It's kind of nifty, but jeez, it's deep. Right, so that's a bird tech van, is it? No, it's not. Search menu. The world is full of objects to search and collect. An easy way to identify items you're looking for is via tracking. That's my inventory. What's that? Gas canister small, gas canister large. So I'll move. I'll have that. Oh, I need to try and arrange this now, don't I? Is there a way to rotate? Ah, you can rotate them! Aha! That doesn't help me that much, though. Well, okay. Well, I know that's there, and that's quite close by, so I can save that. And I can hear a TV monitor? GPS navigation. Well, I'll take it with me, just on the off chance it turns out it's useful. What have we got in here? Oh! Antibiotics. Bandages. And painkillers. There's a lot of stuff in here. Jeez! Multivitamins. I'll take those. Move that over. And then that's my inventory full. Oops. Oops, oops. There we go. Sorry, it's a bit twitchy. I found it a little bit twitchy. So, we filled the inventory. That's... Come on. There we go. Right. No more space. That was fast. But at least we've identified some useful stuff. So I'll keep going this way. Oh, there's another thing. So there were 3 points where I can set up the tent. So I'm trying to head for this one, which is kind of slightly north. There we go. I can see it on the map thingy indicator at the top now. There is a lot of white out here. There's a lot of snow. Okay, so what do we think? Set up my tent. Oh, a map. That's handy. Jesus, that's as far as I've gone. Wait, am I right in? I don't know. Okay, so I need to set up. Nope. Acolyte menu. There we go. Yeah. Radar. Okay, so I think this is somewhere useful. This is where I can build or put my camp. Okay. Church stats. So they've got some food. They've got food. They've got water. They've got fuel. So I think they're good. Events. Rolls. Oh, I didn't give anyone any rolls, did I? Okay, that's fine. No problem. Acolyte. It's interesting I can keep an eye on my team's stats from here, but that's good. That's useful. Inventory. Okay, this is what I need. Items to be discarded. I don't need to discard. Okay, so campsite. Place. There. That looks good. Hey! Event success. Campsites provide a way for Jacob to stay warm, store items, and sleep whilst away from the church. Campsites can also be upgraded. Every campsite is equipped with a deposit box that allows Acolyte to transport items back to the church. That is incredibly useful because I can send all the fuel canisters back. That's a slight bug. I'd consider that a slight bug. I wanted to read what was going on underneath, but I couldn't dismiss the thing on top. Anyway, so, first things first. Do I have any fuel for the fire? We will put a chair leg in there. Plank. A plank. A plank. Right, let's transfer some stuff. So, I'm thinking that's the main thing to get transferred over. Probably that as well. One of the multivitamins, one of the medicines, two of the medicines, I shouldn't need both. One of the bandages. I think that'll do the job. Right. I'm not feeling tired right now. Well, sod it! I just put fuel on the fire! So I need to go back this way. It's getting dark, buddy. It's getting dark. Good thing I've got Acolyte's light. Handy. Useful. Right. So the church is to the south. That's something in the snow. What's that? What's that? What's that? It's a wolf! Hello. I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you. Come back. I want to push you. I want to push you. Let's run in the snow and make patterns. Did we basically make a weird teddy bear shape? It's getting dark. It's getting super dark. Acolyte, turn the lights up. What happens if I turn them off? Ooh, spooky. I'm looking over there because my camera's over there. I'm used to it being over here. I had to move it because I don't have a curtain on the window and it's shining directly on my face when I'm looking the wrong way. Okay, so I don't even know if I'm going to make it over there. Maybe I'm closer to that than I am to the church. However, I'm going to head back to the church because I don't fancy being out here in the middle of the night when it's snowing. And it's -7 degrees Celsius already. That's cold. Oh, let's turn Acolyte's light back on so I can see where I'm going. I didn't notice I turned that off. Okay. So that was a pretty successful first day's exploration, I think. I do think this is so cool, just how high the snow has gotten above the church. Like, how tall are these steeples normally? Like 100 feet? Maybe a bit higher? I don't know, but this is right up to the top. Anyway, inside we go. Backpack items are one-time unlocks that are persistent to Jacob, available for use even when Acolyte isn't around. I don't know why I said it like that. It just kind of started that way and then it finished that way. Happiness bonus. Christoph's morale has been kept above 75 for a prolonged period. Huzzah! Happiness bonus. Maggie's morale has been kept above 75. Who else is happy? Is no one else happy? Can I give you a roll? Morale increase. Well, her morale is good, so... How about Blaine? Morale is good. Morale is good. I think everyone's morale is pretty solid. And to think I used to spend hours playing post-apocalyptic video games. Well, you should be well prepared then, Christoph. You should be well prepared. I think that's a pretty successful first day of exploring the Winter Wonderland. He's not feeling tired right now. He will be before long. But I'm gonna force Jacob to go to bed, to rest, to relax, and to recharge Acolyte's batteries as well. He's at 100%, so I think we'll leave it here. That's a successful first day. We found lots of antibiotics and some gas fuel, gas canisters, which is very, very lucky. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this one. If you liked it, hit that like button down below. As always, I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye!